All right, all right, all right. We're ready for... Oh, I almost caught that. We're ready to go full speed ahead into harvest. But before we take this bad boy out, we got a big upgrade to it. And Rick must be hungry because he's eating this box. And this box.
Oh, you were just looking for the pizza.
In my off-camera time, I've been having a lot of fun in the yard, just running the sprinkler basically 24/7. As we can see, we got some grass growing up in here. I have a feeling it might be a little challenging to get grass to go right here because there used to be a garage here. But if you look just right, I mean, it's growing in here, just not as strong as it is down there. Dad and Cooper are not up and about yet, so before they get up, the edge of the driveway, I've been laying this down as well. I got this matched up with the angle of the house, so when we look at it from up above, it's gonna be nice and straight. But I need to get this done. I got some black matting peeping on the edges. If I don't get this done right now, what's gonna happen is skid loader's gonna be tied off with something, and this rock is honestly probably gonna get used for something else, and then I'm gonna have to wait till next year before I can finish this edge. Wow, that's growing nice right there. Okay, haven't done one of these in a long time. You ready for this? Wow, I need to figure out how to do that with my laundry. Just imagine you're a car. You can park there, 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 there. There's thousands of places you can park. We gotta take this mud flap off. You turn your wheel 1 degree. Oh, peace and quiet. Get done mowing?
Yeah, finally.
What are you doing with that, right? What are you doing? Looks all windblown.
Sleeping. He puked on the floor this morning on the way to Pronto. He did.
Cooper got the 7140 tore apart the other day. It has that hydraulic leak under it. We're waiting for parts on it. So right now we don't have a tractor to run the auger. We need to unload the semis for soybeans. So we called up Van Wall and we said, hey, would it be okay if we ran the 6155M on an auger? That's what we're doing. This is the tricky part. Where do you park the thing where you don't see it from the road? Because that's like farmer etiquette 101. You don't want your neighbors to be able to see it from the road. You have a clean farm. You have a perfect farm, and you always have straight rows. At least that's what you want to tell your neighbors. Maverick! Come on! I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea how to unhook this. I'm assuming you do something with the something and the something, and then you pull forward. Is that right?
What?
Yep. Okay, we're bouncing. You don't know pain until you've ever smashed your finger in one of these. When I was a little boy, I used to think that people wore gloves because stuff hurt their hands, but the older I get, the more I'm learning. You wear gloves to keep your hands clean, so when you get back in the cab, it's not all dirty. Steve seeded our alfalfa field the other day, and his drill left little ridges in it, so we got the Coulter Packer, Cola Mulcher, Cola, whatever you want to call it. We're trying to smooth those bumps out a little bit so when Cooper is mowing it later, he's not knocking his teeth out. We'll go up to that auger. This definitely feels like overkill for an auger. This is a brand new tractor. Bear with me for a second, but just use your imagination on this. Imagine you are a semi. This is the route you are going to take to unload beans into the 13,000 bushel bin. You are a big, strong semi. You are the best semi. Then you stop about right here and then unload into that. Kind of. Oh hey, found a hitch pin. Whoever invented power steering was a G. The way this driveway is located in this auger length, this is about the only auger combination that actually works, and all of our semi-trailers are like 40 years old, so the hoppers on them sit really low to the ground, so low that this does not fit underneath of them. In the past, we'd actually take the skid loader, and then we just dig a big hole underneath this, and then we drive the semi over it, and Big pain in the butt. So now we have the backhoe drive over conveyor. This is basically an above ground pit. We'll pull the semi right over this. The hopper will dump into this conveyor and it'll just take it up and away. Cooper's pulling a semi around right now so we can kind of figure out where the best place is, the most straight shot possible.
We found our first dilemma.
The hoses that go from this
To the tractor are going to be way too short. How's that?
Did we look in that bin to make sure that everything's shut and stuff?
Yeah, I did. It looked like the doors were shut.
About 5 minutes a hopper.
We are back to the pet cemetery today. We all know how much our pets mean to us and stuff, and it's hard to lose a pet. So let's get things covered up, looking nice here. This is a very, very, very nice place.
Whoops. See these bars? Concaves. What do they do? How do they work? Concave rotor. See how there's a gap in there? Once the corner beans go through the head, they go through that hole. That hole is called the feeder house. It's basically just a big old conveyor. Big old conveyor, aka the feeder house, brings the crop into the rotor. See how we have some material in there right now? This would be packed full if we were going through the field, but everything rubs against each other in there. And then these beater bars, aka a rasp bar, knocks all the grain that's in that material off, and then it falls through these little holes right here, down onto the shaker bed for it to get separated on the separating table. At the moment, we run 3 round bar modules and 1 large wire module. And then the other night, I was just getting into bed, 2:30 in the morning. Then I get a call from the Indiana State Penitentiary. It's Cody Miller from Miller's Farm Services. He says, "Hey Cole, I got these concaves. You need to try them. You're gonna wish you put them on your combine years ago. I'm gonna send you some Thrashmasters. I want you to let me know what you think." When it comes to these concaves, honestly, I know very, very little about them. Cody just called me up and he said, "Hey, I want you to try these. We're just gonna send you a pair. Let us know what you think. Just put it out there. Be completely honest." So I know like nothing about these. So we're just gonna put them through the paces. We're gonna run them on stuff. I guess you could say this is a sponsor deal, but if we like them, we're gonna keep running them. If we don't, we're gonna put our round bars back on because these are only a year old. I just needed to be clear about that because this is truly a, hey, we believe our product is better, we want to prove it, and we want to show the world. Configuration-wise, they look very similar to the round bars. They have a little bit wider spacing than the round bars do, but these are hexagon-shaped. Look at that. Hexagon. And then for the large wire replacement, they just have these large hole cover plates on the bottom side of it. You keep them on when you're in soybeans. They'll help hold those soybeans in there, help them rub together a little bit. And then when it comes to corn, you pull that pin right there, flip that up, and take them off. First impression, these things feel solid. They feel just like the round bars. They're nice and heavy. My only concern is with these being hexes on the bars, is that little edge going to cause it to wear faster? Are we going to have extra cracking in our grain? I don't know. Cody said that he knows guys who have 3,000 separator hours on these and they're still running and in good condition. So if that's the case, it will literally be the life of our combine. Or on our farm anyway. So that's good news. We found the last concaves we'll ever need. Cody's website says 30% more thrashing surface than a factory concave, 10% less cracked and damaged grain, increased harvest speeds by 5 to 10%, and increases the ease of flow by 20 degrees. We got the Thrashmasters in. We're ready to rock and roll. We're just gonna be running center cover plate right now. If we need more coverage, we'll toss more on. Oh
like we got something wide coming down the road.
We're gonna see if the stripe field's ready. Since we already got it opened up, we'd have quick cruising over here. And these beans are tall. I'd say go.
Break your tooth. I say just go here for the night.
Okay, the 1396 has 40,000 pounds of soybeans on it. We're gonna dump that into the gray Freightliner. This one sits a little bit higher off the ground than the one that's on Elmer, because that one, she's pretty close. Then Cooper's gonna hop in the blue Cummins, bring the bean head down over there. Dad should be here any minute, but we're gonna get the semi ready for him. So that way once he's here, we can just get to rolling. We're losing daylight quick. This trailer, these little hooks always catch the tarp. You gotta climb up on the back, and you gotta do the same thing on the front. I think we're gonna go to the field west of your house. That looks like that's all cracking.
Really?
Yeah.
On the big.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
This shouldn't be too bad.
No, we got all the end rows off, so it should be, for tonight, good back and forth.
Yeah, it'd be good because once the dew sets in.
Yeah.
Okay, might as well bring this down then.
Yes.
All right.
Who would have thought?
Huh?
Those flaps can fold.
Yeah, but it was catching it here, pulling that down. It was moving it. I was wondering if the airbags are up yet. It was going to rip these, is what it was going to do, because it was pulling that over with it. I was trying to see if we could put some 2x4 or something under the wheel.
All right, Coop. Nice and easy.
We're going to try to make some gravels coming straight out. Keep our semi straight so we can get over this. When you're coming off, we kind of got a little dip here. I think once we get the trucks to stay flat, it will work good. Just
Will that go up? Look at that.
Oh, wow.
It's like they designed it for that. I don't know how to get out of this tractor and keep everything running. I want to see how full my semi is, and I want to open my trapdoor more because I've been sitting here like 10 minutes waiting for this front hopper to empty, so it's not open enough. But as soon as I stand up, the buzzer goes off, and then the safety thing goes off, which shuts the PTO off, but then leaves the hydraulics running. I don't know what all these buttons do. It's gonna be our marker so we know where to stop. I think I figured out how to get out of the cab now. Well, now what do we like? That button. Okay, guy, I'm gonna get up and you're gonna go crazy, but you're gonna stay running, right? I think so. So far we learned you cannot fill this too full. We don't know if the belts are kind of maybe loose because it's new, they're just breaking in. But Dad filled it up full, it just completely stopped. And then like anything, when it's completely full and you try to turn it on, it doesn't like it. So between the jacks of the trailer sitting too low and catching up on this, leading to us building the ramp, overfilling the conveyor, causing it to stop, and the tractor stopping because I got out of the cab because I didn't know there was a safety button you had to press. It's been an eventful last hour. We'll put it that way. Anyways, who puts a hose here? Whew, we dodged a bullet there. I don't agree with it. It builds up so bad on the head, and then it just comes in as a big slug. It's stupid. Our MacDon dealer says that our head is running at the speed it's supposed to for the Draper belts, but Cooper thinks it's going too slow because he says what happens, stuff just builds up on here because he's combining it faster and he can take it away, and then it comes in a big slug like this, and then when you slug it into the rotor, that's when you get plugging issues. You want a nice even feed the entire time. How fast were you able to combine these?
2.5. Just crawling, just grudging.
Talk about violent. That belt right there, Cooper thinks that's moving too slow. There's the seam. There's the seam again. What does that come out to RPM wise? Do the math.
How many rotors spinning?
The good news is we got all the kinks worked out of everything. The first day kinks is just how it goes. We already had a first day, but then we took a break. So then now we have another first day, and so you get those kinks again because that's just how equipment works. But the dew is also setting in now, so we're calling it a night.